How about now? Wait. All right. Yeah, I don't have them on my phone. All right, we'll just do that. Just turn off the TV. Then. Just turn off the TV. All right. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Okay. So this is the verse from Srimad Bhagavatam, and it is called Krishna Gets a Promotion. So Shukadeva Goswami said, when Lord Ram and Lord Krishna, Lord Ram is who? Balaram. When Lord Ram and Lord Krishna attained the age of Pauganda, that's 6 to 10, while living in Vrindavan, the cowherd men allowed them to take up the task of tending the cows. Engaging thus in the company of their friends, the two boys rendered the land of the two boys rendered the land of Vrindavan most auspicious by printing upon the marks of the lotus feet. If it works, don't use the wireless. I think that's what's messing it up. So, purport, since Lord Krishna's spiritual body had apparently grown slightly in age and strength, the senior men of Vrindavan, headed by Nanda Maharaj, decided to promote Krishna from the task of herding calves to the status of regular cowherd boy. He would now take care of the fully grown cows, bulls, and oxen. Out of great affection, Nanda Maharaj had previously considered Krishna too small and immature to take care of fully grown cows and bulls. Showing on HDMI. Okay. It is stated in the Kartik Mahatmya section of Padma Purana, the 8th lunar day of the bright fortnight of the month of Kartik, that's now, is known by authorities as Gopashtami. From that day, Lord Vasudev served as a cowherd, whereas previously he had tended the cows. Okay. So this Gopashtami festival celebrates the Diksha or initiation of the Lord. Anybody not know what Diksha means? Actually, let's just put it the other way. Anybody know what Diksha means? Because nobody wants to raise their hand. I don't know something. Yeah, so you see, only a few. So you see, when I also didn't know for many years, right? When I first started coming to ISKCON back in 91, right, I began to notice that there are many devotees walking around who had some amazing names, like Umapati Prabhu, Haridas Thakur Prabhu, Sham Priya Mataji. Wow, it's like such nice names. They've been given such beautiful names by their parents. I said, no, not our parents. I asked how they got such nice names, and they said that, he got initiated, Diksha. And so I didn't know about this concept of initiation, ISKCON. I also want a cool name like that, I said. But they said, okay, but first you have to be very serious in your Krishna conscious practice. You have to chant japa every day. You have to follow certain rules of lifestyles and habits. Then you need to approach a guru. And at least for 1 year, you have to be aspiring and training under a guru. And then you can get what is called formal initiation, which means the beginning. This is considered the beginning of one's spiritual connection to the spiritual parampara. So after receiving initiation, the devotee can then go on the altar and serve the Archa Vigraha, the deity form of the Lord. So if you are new and curious to understand how this whole Diksha thing works, we actually have a course. We taught it earlier in June, and we're teaching it again in January. So anybody who wants to know about it, you can sign up for it. We have it on our website. But this episode is about Diksha of Krishna. And it's not about a spiritual Diksha of Krishna. It is his professional Diksha. That also is a thing, the initiation of his profession. Initiation into Gopalan. Gopalan. Gopalan means cow herding. So now this Kartik is a month of festivals, right? So many things happen in the month of Kartik. The Vrajvasis, they are known as Utsava Premi. They love Utsavas. They're expert at establishing festivals to celebrate everything and anything to do with Krishna. Now, some of these festivals are not on our Vaishnava calendar, but Vrajvasis celebrate them. Like, of course, you can't see, but there is Govardhan Puja. Krishna lifts the Govardhan mountain. Then in this month, he does so many other things, right? He steals butter all the time. Then the Damodar Leela happens, which we're going to celebrate every day by offering lamb to Lord Damodar and so on. So when Krishna is 3 months old, he rolls over in his cradle for the first time. Everyone's like, let there be a festival. We have a festival for Krishna rolling over, When the Lord yawns for the first time, it's so sweet and cute. They made a festival about Lord yawning for the first time, like some of us might be doing right now. So when he yawns for the first time, it is so, it just impels everybody to have a festival, right? That's how wonderful Krishna is. When he crawls for the first time, festival. When he stands up for the festival, first time, it's a festival. And the same Lord who supports the entire cosmos, when he takes support of something just to lift up his body and his delicate legs are shaking hesitatingly for the first time. Festival, Utsav. So on this day of Gopashtami, Lord Krishna gets a promotion in his duties. Is the Supreme Lord concerned about things like promotion, demotion, and things like that? See, why not? Why would he not be? So when the Lord goes in the age group of Auganda, Shukdev Goswami reminds us, just recently before this, we had this Leela of Brahma Vimohan Leela, right? Where Lord Brahma was bewildered by Krishna's greatness. Now that great Brahma, his body is made of pure intelligence, he was bewildered by the Lord. So we should keep in mind who this little blue child is, okay? When we talk about his promotion, it's not something ordinary. Right? So now there are some reasons why Krishna does this. Just like in any ordinary profession, if you're an entrepreneur or professional, you want to make some progress, you get a promotion. The Lord also has an occupation. Now, generally, we feel very good about introducing ourselves as I'm a lawyer, or I'm a physician, or I'm an IT professional, I'm a dentist. So this is our identity. The whole thing of being a doctor, for example, is a big deal, right? Especially in our Indian communities. So, but, Krishna's occupation is what? If you were to ask, what are you proud about your occupation? It is Gopalan, taking care of the cows. This is his eternal, timeless, beginningless occupation. There's no end or beginning to this work that he does. When the Lord comes down from the spiritual world to the earth, he brings his work Leela with him. Right? Like sometimes we go on vacation, we take our laptop also sometimes. So when he comes here, he also brings his work with him. This is Nitya Leela. Okay? Now there are certain things that don't happen in Goloka, which happen only here. They're called Naimittika Leela. For example, killing of demons. In the spiritual world, there are no demons, so we're going to kill, right? There are rumors of demons just to make things lively, but there are no demons. So to kill actual demons, he comes here. But the Nitya Leela is Go Palan, Go Charan, Go Seva, Go Raksha, and Go Pujan, right? So even within this profession, there is a promotion. So he starts his entry-level position in this occupation, starting with Vatsapa. Vatsapa means he's taking care of the small baby cows. They don't go very far. They just stay near the edge. They stay in town. They don't, and maybe just a little bit outside the town. They don't go into the forest. So Krishna has been told you can handle these. And you can see that both Krishna is small and his calves are small and cute. So just imagine this. At the age of 6, he's getting promotion to take the fully sized cows. This is like the kindergarten to grade 1 age, right? So after a long career of many years, or at least many months of being Vatsapa, he wants to go to be a Gopa. Now, what are some of the reasons that he wants to do this? There's several of them. So the Lord, he wants to cover more ground. You see, he came here for a specific purpose. He has limited time. So with his lotus feet, he wants to cover as much ground as possible. So he started by taking birth in which town? Mathura. Mathura Dham, he took a birth there, but immediately the same day he was moved to Gokul, right? Nandagaon, right? So now in Vraj Dham, there are how many forests? 12. 12 forests, 5 of them are the east of Yamuna, and 7 of them are to the west of Yamuna. Okay? So Krishna wanted to place his divine lotus feet in all the forests, and he only had 11 years to do this in Braj. So he orchestrated all these different pastimes, to cover more ground in less time. So from Mathura, he went to Gokul, and in Gokul, he did what? He delivered Putana, he killed Shakatasur, the cart demon, he killed Trinavrata, he did the Damodar Leela, he ate the mud, all that he did in Gokul as a baby. See? These are his toddler pastimes. And then, now all these weird things that happen in such a short time. This Putana, big demoness, and this wind demon coming. So all Vrajvasis, they had a meeting, Ishta Goshti, and they decided let's move to a safer place. Now Vrindavan is nice, they said. Let's move to Vrindavan. Now it's a little bit far from Gokul. It's on the other side of the river. Vrindavan is nice because we have there the mountain called Govardhan. And our cows will get the top grade grass. So then the pack then moved overnight. You know how hard it is to move one house? They moved their entire village overnight. So it was quite a trip. So up to this age, now they've moved to Vrindavan. Krishna is about 6 years old now. So up to this age, Krishna was bathed every day. Toddler is being bathed every day by Mother Yashoda. Now he decided, I will start bathing myself. I'll be walking in front of my mother without clothes, he said. He decided to dress himself and decorate himself without his mother. Now Manya, she became a little bit worried. Right? What's going on? Because now he's trying to give the message that I can do everything on my own. I won't be needing you for these things. All these So why did Krishna start doing that? Because he wanted to prove that he's ready to take charge of the full-grown cows. That's right. Because if you just went and asked Nanda Baba, from tomorrow take care of cows, Baba will say, you can't even put on your own underwear. How will you graze the cows? So then he said, look, I can put on my own clothes. He started showing his independence in that way. Although, what is the first verse in Srimad Bhagavatam? Abhigya Swarat. The first verse of Srimad Bhagavatam established the position of Krishna as Swarat. He is really the only person who's independent in all of existence. Everybody else depends upon him for their existence. We are all dependent on somebody else. Only person who is not dependent on somebody else is Krishna. But now he's trying to show in his little way that he's also Swarat. So he started doing it by putting on his own clothes, building up a resume for a promotion. Now, as devotees, what we work toward? What is the ultimate goal of our devotional practice? Love of God. That's right. We want to develop love of God, Krishna Prem. And here, Krishna wants to develop love of cows. You can imagine how important that must be, right? Krishna wanted to take initiation into the parampara of Go Prema. You see, his first, we have first initiation, second initiation, right? First initiation already done because he's taking care of the calves. Vatsapa, that's his first initiation. But he's ready for the second initiation. So he takes the cows in the form of his guru. And who's going to give him Diksha? His own father, Nanda Maharaj. Nanda Maharaj has to allow him to do it. Okay, from now on, you can do this. So why do we worship Tulsi? Why do we worship Yamuna? Why do we worship the cows? Why do we worship Govardhan and Govardhan Puja? Why? Because, that's right, because Krishna loves them. They're dear to Krishna. That's all. You see, actually, Go Seva, if we do just to milk the cow, and then but without a connection to Krishna consciousness, then that is not really Goraksha. That is just exploitation. As soon as the milk stops, they just sell the cow to somebody else who will and probably end up killing the cow. That's just the unfortunate reality of modern world. But real Go Seva is done with the intent to serve Krishna. And the cow is an authorized representative of the spiritual world. Therefore, we must take care of cows and treat her nicely to the end of her natural life. That's another reason why Krishna does this moving around all over the place. Another reason why he does this act of Gopashtami to move forward in his career is to gradually get the Brajvasis accustomed to living without seeing him. Because every day they're seeing him all day and all night, right? In the town. So he started this leela of tending the cows. He was gone from very early in the morning, deep in the forest, and he would not come back until the sun is about to set. And this was very hard for Brajavasis who were used to seeing him all day long. See? And they couldn't wait for him to come and raid their house for butter and break their pots, and they just waited they would just wait in the evening, watch the horizon. When the sun is about to set, all Brajavasis stop what they're doing and go to the edge of the town. This is after he started taking care of the cows. And they look for signs of the dust cloud raised by the hoofs of the cows. So this is one of the reasons, because he knew that they will have to live the rest of their life in separation from him. This is build up their system, otherwise they will just die of separation. Now, prior to this, it was Nanda Maharaj who used to graze the cows. So one day Krishna says, Nanda Baba, can I join you in the forest? So here's a picture of Nanda Maharaj holding Krishna on his shoulder. I know you can't, I'm just describing now, okay? And so Nanda Baba would carry baby Krishna on his shoulder, take him to the forest. One day he took him, right? And Krishna started asking questions. It's the first time he's going to the forest. Baba, what is that tree that has a beard? Looks like your beard, you know? And then he would touch his father's beard like this. And then, really cute questions. Then he saw a peacock dancing. Oh, what is that pretty creature? What is this animal, Baba? Oh, that's a peacock. And why is it dancing like this? Oh, well, you see that other bird there next to it with the plain feathers? That's called a peahen, right? And the peacock is male, and he's dancing to impress the peahen. Aha, Nanda Baba. Now I can see how it is that you are so much more beautiful than Mother Yashoda. You're pretty like the peacock. Now, of course, Krishna can only say this when they're in the forest, when Mother Yashoda is not there to hear it. In front of her, he cannot say this. Now, hearing this, Nanda Baba became a little shy. And the Lord says, what, Baba, you're shy? You're blushing? This is the first time I'm seeing your face turn red like this, Baba. He was like pulling his leg, So when they went back home to Mother Yashoda was fuming. She was really angry. Not because she heard what they said. She's just really angry. She said, why did you take Kanha to the forest? He's too young. But he asked me. So what if he asked you? You are grown up. You have a beard and everything. You should know. Why did you take him? So Nanda Baba just became quiet. Tell me why. He's sometimes better to just be quiet. Even when the wife says, why not saying anything? I don't know about you guys. Sorry. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. Maybe it's only me. All right. So then at night, right, Mother Yashoda was putting Krishna to bed and brought him some warm milk in a silver cup. I don't want to drink this milk tonight, Mata. Why? You've been drinking this milk every day, every night. It's perfect, just the way you like it. Why not today? This milk has come from cows. I know. Yeah, cows. I don't want to drink it for free. I'm not a freeloader. What do you mean for free? I haven't done any service for Mother Cow. How can I drink her milk? So Krishna is giving the message. Well, first he's giving a message to us. Don't drink milk of the cow for free. Do something to serve her also. It's a message for us. But Yashoda said, you know what? You have a point. Let's talk about this tomorrow, okay? It's late. You need to sleep. Drink the milk tonight. One more time, just drink it. And we'll figure out tomorrow how we can, sort this out. Right? So the next day, Krishna, he came to make his full case to Maya. Maya, now I am a really big boy, 6 years old. Last year, I was very weak, but this year, I'm very strong. Last year, I'm not so intelligent, but this year, I've become super smart. Last year, I did not know my way around the forest, way around the town, the geography. This year, I know all the aspects of geography of Brajdam. And these three things are needed to take care of cows. You need to be strong, you need to be intelligent, you need to know your way around. Can't afford to get lost. You got to navigate the forest. Mother Yashoda said, oh yes, you've become so strong that when you go and steal butter from other people's houses, you can't even lift the pot. You have to break the pot to steal the butter. That's how strong you are. So Krishna considered, okay, maybe I'm not that strong yet, but I'm very intelligent. Ah, yes, you are so intelligent. When I tell you to eat something healthy from the house, you go to a neighbor's home and steal their food, their butter, without their permission. And then when I insist that you should only eat in our house, what do you eat? Mud, dirt. And then you lie about it. Very intelligent. LOL. She would probably laugh about it. She'd probably text him, okay, fine, Mata. I may not be super intelligent, but I really know the pathways around Prashdam, around the town. I know every house. I know everything about where to go, where not to go. And then Mata says, yes, that I agree. You do know. You know the road to exactly everyone's heart. And you have found your way deep into the heart of all the Brajvasis in the last 6 years since you're born. So you just steal everyone's heart. Look, Mata, don't change this topic. We were talking about cows, and I came to take the cows to the forest. The big cows and the big bulls, and he's showing the horns like this. This is the big ones with the horns. The cows don't have any horns, right? Look, Lala, she says, you are so small. How can you possibly take these big cows and control them? They're so big, you're like this. Are Mata, Dauji ko pucho. Go ask Balram. Our big brother Balaram. He's strong. His name is Balaram, right? Better be strong. Then Balaram came and he started saying, yes, his Lala is very strong. He's smart, he's expert, he knows what to do. Plus, I'm there, I'll protect him. I will protect Kanha like the eyelid protects the eye. And then Yashoda said to Krishna, hey Krishna, didn't you just recently said, Naham Bhakshitavanamba, Sarve Mithyabhisamshinaha? When you ate the mud, and then you called even Balaram that he's a liar. They're all liars. And now he's taking your side and you think he's making case for you? And then Krishna said, yeah, that was a long time ago, Ma, but today he's telling the truth. Okay, I am strong. Okay, fine, she said. But I have some conditions. Balaram's like, all agreed. Whatever condition you have, it's yes from me. I don't even care what it is. He said, first, I need you to feed Lala. I need to feed Krishna every 3 hours. He gets hungry. He may walk around like he's some powerful god or something, like he owns everything, but he's just a little kid. He thinks he owns the master of the universe, but he's not. He's a toddler. He could die if he doesn't eat nicely. And then Balaram said, but Manya, on one hand, you're feeding him every 3 hours, around the clock, 8 offerings in a day, 24 hours. And then on the other hand, you're complaining he's become so chubby. Gol Mato Ladu Gopal ki jai. And then Mother said, look, you need to feed him because out of hunger, he may see a fruit tree and climb up on it. And then he doesn't know how to climb down. He gets scared. He's like that. It's dangerous. He doesn't know how to climb down. And then from high up there, what if something happens? What if he finds some fruits that look colorful, but they're poisonous? He doesn't know what to eat, what not to eat. So that you must be sure to feed him. Okay? Second condition. Keep him away from any river or pond or lake or any of these big bodies of water. Because Krishna does not know how to swim. He doesn't know how to swim. And we never taught him swimming classes or anything. He doesn't know how to swim. He knows how to drown. And what kind of drowning does he do? Iti driksvalilabhir ananda kunde swagosham nimajjantam akhyapayantam. By such childhood pastimes, he is drowning the inhabitants of Raja, of Gokula, in pools of ecstasy, ananda kunde. So he only knows how to drown and make others drown. He doesn't know how to swim. Okay? That same Prabhu who lies on the ocean of milk is bigger than any ocean in this world. as Narayan, is now seen as someone who cannot swim. He doesn't know how to swim, doesn't know how to float. They said, okay, fine. I want you to give him water to drink. No, no, give him water to drink. That's not a problem. Just don't take him near a river. All right. One more condition. You know how there's like dangerous caves and ditches, and he could just get lost. He could get, really lost inside a deep cave. It's very complex. And you have to hold his hand, right? Otherwise, he'll be alone. He'll be stuck in the cave. He'll say, Maya, Maya. You'll not even be able to hear his sweet voice. And you know where to find him. So hold his hand, Dridhavrata, Yatantascha, Dridhavrata. Hold his hand very firmly, with firm determination. Even if he tries to escape and loosen the grip, you hold on tight. That same Prabhu, that same Lord, who holds the hand of all of us, birth after birth, never lets go of us. Even if somebody pretends to be a devotee, the Lord never lets go. When Putana was being liberated, in her last moments of her life, when the Lord was really sending her up, she screamed. She said, let me go, let me go. If I had known you were God, I would not even come here. You let me go right now. But he did not let go of his mighty grip. Why? Because she had come, he said, she's come with some affection. Even though in her heart wasn't really any affection, but her gesture was affectionate. It was loving. It was a gesture of a mother trying to feed the baby. Incredible. So he sees the good in our move toward the Lord. He sees the good always. So even if we commit offenses while chanting, just the act of chanting, one becomes so dear to the Lord will not let loose his grip on our trajectory. He will not let us go. Lord Brahma prays when after the Brahma Vimohan Leela in the Bhagavatam, he sings this verse, very beautiful verse. He says, Esham Ghosha Nivasinam Uta Bhavan Kim Devarate Tinash Cheto Vishwa Phalat Phalam Padaparam Kutrapyayan Muhyati Sadveshadiva Putanapi Sakula Tvameva Deva Pita Tadhamartha Surit Priyatmatanaya Pranashaya Svatkrite. And my Lord, I am so bewildered. I have this forehead, but I can't understand that you gave yourself completely to Putana just because she pretended to be devotee. Sadhave, she just dressed up like a devotee. Sadhave Shadiva Putana Sakula. You even liberated her family because of that connection. The family members who wanted to kill you. So you've completely given yourself to them, these demoniac people, and you have nothing left to give. These Rajvasis have given you everything. I am bewildered by that. This is the sweetness of the Lord. He gives himself to us if we just show some interest. So all we have to do is chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And so, Balaram, hold on tight to Krishna's hand. That's the condition. And Balaram says, agreed, I'll take full care. And then Yashoda finally says, it's fine with me. Now come here, I'll put on this Nashinga Kavach around you, and remember to always pray to Lord Nashinga Dev for your protection. That same Lord, who is the origin of Nashinga Dev, is telling her, she's telling him to pray to Lord Nashinga Dev. Keshava Dhrita Narahari Rupa. So Narahari is who? Keshava. She said, you said Nashinga Dev prayers. In the prayers, what? Keshava Dhrita Narahari Rupa. He'll protect you. See? So then, after hearing all this, Mother Yashoda says, okay, but we need to find auspicious day and time and a proper muhurta to take this big step in your life. So Krishna immediately went to the local Brahmana. Okay, he says, Panditji, we need a muhurta for me to start raising cows. And this muhurta needs to be tomorrow, ASAP. Brahmana is like, look, this needs to be calculated. You can't just demand like this, force the date you want. Then Krishna went back home, ran very quickly. He grabbed Mother Yashoda's best new saris and some jewelry. Then he went to the Brahmana's wife. And he showed them to the Pandit's wife. He says, these Diwali season, right now. These Diwali gifts could be yours. So you go straighten out that husband of yours. Okay? It seems he's not understanding the importance of practical priority, pragmatism. Tomorrow he needs to come to Nanda Bhavan and declare that that's the day of Gopashtami. It's the best day. So the next morning, Panditji does show up. It says, according to Panchanga, the only practical muhurt comes after 10 years. The mother Yashoda was so happy. Ah, yes. Thank you, Narayan. I'll keep Krishna home for 10 more years. But the Brahman continued, but there's one rare muhurta that happens today. That's corruption. So Krishna was like, that is exactly what I was saying. Mother Yashoda is like, nothing doing. We can wait. 10 years is not a very long time. Now, all this time, 900,000 cows were listening to this conversation. And normally they're just ready to go grazing with Nanda Maharaj. But this morning, not a single cow was budging. They were expressing mutiny or strike. And Panditji said, you see, these cows are not moving. According to Panchang, these cows will only move if your Lala plays the flute. So then only when Krishna started playing the flute, cows gradually started moving and started coming out, and they accepted that Krishna will be allowed to go graze in the forest. But Yashoda says, wait, you have to wear shoes. I know it's a new concept for you, Lala, this whole concept of shoes. You've never worn them, but you get used to it. Then Krishna says, yeah, fine. But if I have to wear shoes, all 900,000 cows have to wear shoes. And 900,000 times 4. 4, it's not 2 feet, right? They got 4. So hearing all this, this like, he said, okay, forget it. The cows were very sad that Krishna might have feel hurt in his feet. So the cows, when they heard this, that Krishna was finally taking them in the forest, they jumped all over Raja and stomped down on the ground and turned all the sharp pebbles into fine baby powder. Soft. So soft that Krishna's delicate feet would not be hurt. This dust of Raja is so dear to the Lord. Not only does he bathe in it, he Rajobhisheka, he sometimes looks around here and there, and if no one's looking, he eats it as prasad, directly in his mouth. Because that's a story for another day. He cannot bear the thought of wearing any shoes, anything that comes between the soles of his lotus feet and the dust of Vrindavan. Bolo Vrindavan Rajdham ki! So everyone in Rajdham is concerned about the delicate feet of the Lord. Even the gopis, they sing. In the Gopi Geet, they says, Chalasiyad Vrajat Charayan Pashun Nalina Sundaram Nathate Padam Shila Trinankurai Sidati Tina Kalilatamana Kanta Gachati. My dear Lord, dear Master, dear lover, when you leave the cowherd village to herd the cows, our minds are disturbed with the thought that your feet, more beautiful than a lotus, will be pricked by the spiked husk of grain and rough grass and plants. You see? So everyone in Braj is so concerned and worried about the delicate and soft lotus feet of the Lord. It says, Shila Trinankurai. What does Trinankurai mean? Ankura means a bud, like a flower bud. Flower buds are very soft. Trina, what does Trina mean? Right? Famous verse. Trina the piece on each channel like grass. Trina Ankurai. Shila Trinankurai. Shila means like hard rock. So to the gopis, even the budding baby grasses relative to Krishna's lotus feet are like hard rocks. Shila Trinankurai. Siddhatitina. What they used to do at night, the gopis used to go and clean the roads of sweep all the different thorns and things away, so that Krishna does not have to tolerate. This is how much they loved Krishna. So then finally the day of initiation comes, and to see this Diksha ceremony, now this Diksha ceremony is for men only, right? That's just the way it was back then. Because the boys, right? The boys going up to men. So all the gopis, they're not permitted to enter, including who? Srimati Radharani. She was not allowed to go to see this ceremony. Now, if you go to a Vrindavan temple on this day of Gopashtami and other ISKCON temples, you'll see Srimati Radharani is dressed as a Gopa, as a boy. Why? Because in this pastime, she actually dresses up and pretends to be Subal Sakha. Since she looks a little bit like Subal, and she pretends to be the boy, and she goes to this milestone event in Krishna's life. Such is the importance and beauty of this special day. So let us pray like Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. He prays on this. That, my dear Gopala, you always protect the cows. The word go means cow. It also means our senses. So he says, just like you protect the cows and bring them back on track if they ever get lost or off the way. Similarly, my own foolish senses will occasionally get off track. So you, as Gopal in the heart, please bring the cows of my senses back to the correct path and bring me back to my senses. This is my prayer to you, O Lord Gopala. So the best way to keep all our go in the path is to everyday chant Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Do this, Lord Gopal will be always with us in our heart, and we pray to him that way. Then all our cows, all our senses will be kept in line, and he'll be in our lives. So Gopashmi Maha Mahotsav ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Hare Krishna, Hare Bol. Thank you very much. No more questions. We're already way out over time, so I don't know if maybe give a minute. If anyone wants to make one comment, we can go for 1 minute or two. Otherwise, we can end it. Comment or question? Okay, that's fine. Oh, okay. Prem Chaitanya Prabhu.
So Krishna is taking his Diksha initiation. So then are all the other Gopas doing the same?
Yes. Yes, that's correct. That's correct. You see, Krishna is the only one who needs to make this whole case. Other Gopas they get by dint of their age, But Krishna's everyone wants to overprotect him. So the whole thing, the whole natak has to happen, the whole drama. But that's the sweetness. It's true. The whole gang of Krishna's friends who are his age mates, they get initiated on the same day. It's a big festival. But of course, Krishna is always the center. And so it's something really worth meditating on and celebrating and praying to the Lord that may that sweetness that's infused in these pastimes be also infused in our consciousness, because this sweetness destroys all the bitterness of our life. It's true. It cuts all out, and it makes it irrelevant, the ups and downs. So it's a great thing to meditate on these pastimes. These are eternal pastimes that are going on in the spiritual world. The Lord comes down here to give a small glimpse, a free sample, a trailer, so that we can think about it. And we don't belong here. We belong in a more organic, natural lifestyle of Krishna consciousness, surrounded by Govardhan, Yamuna, the cows, Tulsi, and the Lord Himself. Right? Shri Prabhupada ki, Hare Krishna.